Hi my lovelies, and welcome to my channel Feathers from Heaven Tarot. So today I wanted to do a pick a card for the month ahead, so just be looking at what you can expect in the month of September 2023. So this is a little bit different to my usual pick a cards, but I just wanted to do one so you have an idea maybe what's going to be coming up in September. So it will just be whatever message comes up. I'm not looking at anything in particular. So it could be career, love, or it could just be messages coming through from your angels. So I'm just going to keep it very open. It's just kind of what you need to know in terms of what's coming up. So something important that's coming up for you in September. So I have 3 piles for you to pick from. So we've just got some letters. So we have R, O, E. So this will be pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you like to take a moment, take a deep breath and select whichever letter or colour is jumping out to you the most. And then I'll see you in your reading. Right, pile number 1, that's for those of you that selected the pink R. Let's have a look. What can you expect in the month of September 2023? So we'll pull some oracle cards and then your tarot and see what we get. So for pile number 1, what can they expect in the month of September? Pile number 1. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. What can they expect in the month? Ooh, foot. Sorry, I've got a little fly away and then one more. Pile number 1. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so straight away I'm getting 2 messages. Let's look at your oracle card first and then we'll pull your tarot. Let's straighten this up a little bit. Oh, camera's a bit wonky. Is that better? Okay, so we have it's time to take action. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Prosperity lies ahead. And then we have angel of love and caring connection. So 2 kind of messages coming through from these oracle. I feel like it's kind of been difficult for you. So for some of you it could have been difficult in terms of love, in terms of dating, in terms of your connection. So I feel like for some of you, you might have ended a relationship or ended a cycle with someone who you were talking to, or just given up in general with kind of waiting for your one to come in. So for some of you it could have been weighing heavy on you, like thinking and feeling, you know, when is this ever going to happen? You know, I'm going out there, I'm putting myself out there, I'm meeting people, I'm going to parties, or I'm going to events that I don't really want to go to just for the sake of, you know, seeing if I'm going to meet the one, but I give up. And that's how I feel like some of you are feeling. For some of you it could be that you were actually talking to someone, or you know, dating, maybe online, or you know, whatever the case, but it actually wasn't working out. It was really disappointing, and you know, you were taking action, as I said. For others, I feel like end of a cycle approaches in terms of your finances. So some of you might be you know, having maybe difficulties in terms of opportunities coming in for you. You might have been applying for jobs, no one's getting back to you, or you know, you're going to an interview for some of you and you're kind of waiting for a response. For others it could just be like your side hustle or your little project that you've been doing hasn't been taken off and you've been putting the work in. So whatever the case is for you, obviously because this is a general reading, the end of that tough cycle is approaching in September, and you're kind of going to see movement. So if it's within love or within your finances, there's kind of prosperity lying ahead, because I feel that you are now pulling back. So I've been, you've been advised obviously to with the angel of love, to pull back into yourself. So take action into yourself, make sure that you are doing things that you enjoy now. Try and sit back a little, pull away from all the action, maybe where you've actually been trying to make something happen. So it's not pulled back as such, but make sure that you have self-care. So you take some time out. So say you're kind of working hard, or you're going out a few times a week, make sure that one day of that week is dedicated to you doing what you want to do. If it's staying in, watching a movie, getting takeout, or going out with actual your real your friends that you feel really comfortable to be around and to be yourself around, and not actually going to an event to meet someone. But just pull back in the month of September, in terms of making sure that you are looking after yourself, and you are making sure that self-care is number one priority at the start of the month. And for some of you, I feel that that is actually what you're doing. You are just taking note, and just feeling like you want to just relax and pull back your energy and focus on you. Okay, so I feel like by the end of the month, for some of you, there could be someone coming in for you, so in terms of romance. For others, it could be, as I said, money coming in. So let's have a look and get some clarification with your tarot. So what is coming up, pile number 1, in terms for September 2023? What's coming up for pile number 1 in September? What's coming up for pile number 1? What can they expect? What can pile number 1 expect? What can pile number 1 expect? Okay, so what can number 1 expect? Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Wow, beautiful. Okay. Okay, so it's a little story here for you. So I feel like where you were confused, or where you're going to be confused, or you're advised to just pull back, as I said, and just rest, recuperate, regenerate. Just focus on yourself, on what makes you happy. With the Hermit there, it's kind of been advised to go inwards to find the answer. So the answer will be different for each and every one of you. So for some of you, if you enjoy fishing, if you enjoy going for hikes, if you enjoy going out into nature, then just go do that. Just go out, connect, just zone out, do your fishing. Or if it's going to the park, then just go to the park, sit down, maybe have a picnic. For others, it could be literally resting at home, so getting more sleep, getting more rest, getting some me time, pampering yourself. You don't really have to spend money, just however you choose to pamper yourself. I don't know, get a face mask, get some snacks in, have a bubble bath. I mean, it will look different for every single person, but that's your kind of advice for September. And for some of you, you're actually doing it. As I said in the start of the month, you've had disappointment, you've taken action, you haven't seen anything come through, and it's just been really disappointing. You're not, you know, you've just been focusing on what you're not receiving or what you've lost, and you've just kind of retrieved inwards. So make sure that you are filling your own cup, you are spending time on things that you enjoy, because if you do that, I feel like you're gonna, as you can see here, we've got the 10 of Cups, we've got the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. For some of you, there is actually new love coming in. This could be a divine counterpart. Now, if it actually doesn't manifest in the month of September, it could be that you're strongly starting to attract it. So continue to focus on what makes you happy, continue to focus on you doing things that you enjoy, because that's really, really important. And don't go out for the sake of going out to meet people. Don't go you know, to events because you know your friends or pushing you to do so, unless you really want to, obviously. But you don't really get if you are forcing, if that makes sense. So with love and with divine counterpart, things normally happen when you maybe least expect it, or kind of when you are in the non-resistant type of energy. So I feel like maybe by the middle of the month, you're going to be feeling a lot more happy, optimistic, and not looking at the end goal in terms of, you know, you're not going to be looking for your partner. No, you're not going to be looking for the one. Or if things hasn't worked out with someone you're actually speaking to, you're not going to be focusing on that. So with the King and Queen of Cups, we've got both the masculine and feminine energy. So regardless of if you know, what male or female, is the energy. So you're going to be I feel speaking to someone, or it could be you're going to be more in the energy of able to counsel yourself. You know, you're able to find the answers within yourself. You're able to feel just emotionally stable, and you're going to kind of level up. And for some of you, you're going to understand how to regulate your emotions. For others, it could, as I said, you could be having someone coming in. So I feel like this is kind of a new love. And with caring connection, the Ace of Cups is definitely a new connection. It's definitely someone that you I don't feel like you were speaking to before. For some of you, it's only you were speaking to before if it resonates, because you were really comfortable with that person and they weren't giving you any stress. But otherwise, I feel like it's someone new. And I feel like you're going to be starting maybe speaking to this person, or you're just going to be introduced to this person, or this person's going to come into your life somehow, maybe through an activity that you're doing, when you're doing like the self-care, maybe when you're kind of literally just going out for a walk. You know, if you're going fishing, it might be the person that's fishing next to you. These are just examples, guys, just examples. So it's going to come in, you know, when you're just feeling really happy and really calm. And as I said, it's like an end of a tough cycle is approaching. So where things have been really difficult for you, or you're not kind of seeing movement in your life, there is going to be a change by the end of September. Okay, so definitely something very fulfilling, whatever it is that's coming in. For some of you, if it is a job, if it is career related, if it is like a new job with people around you that's very caring, that's, you know, showing you a lot of support, you're going to be feeling really happy about that. For others, it could be someone that you meet through work, and not, it doesn't have to be, or your career, or through your endeavor, but they're going to be like really supportive. So I see something very supportive, very caring, just very balanced, and you know, just emotionally fulfilling. So let's see if we can get any more information for the last few tarot. So what can you tell me about this Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups, I want to know about the Ace of Cups. Wow, the Empress. Just want one card. Okay, let's just Ace of Cups. Okay, so Ace of Cups and the Empress. Okay. Oh my God. So we have the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. For some of you, it definitely, so my intention wasn't to do a love reading, it was just whatever comes through, but we are getting maybe real soul connections coming in for some of you. For others, as I said, it could be your creative endeavors coming in, but I see for others it's like commitment. So there's some sort of commitment coming in. For others, it could be that you're starting like a creative project that's really going to take off. So like your side hustle, it's really going to make you money. With the Empress here, you know, all your creative ideas, you're putting a plan into place, you're having structure, and you're kind of maybe having come up with a more traditional route with what you're doing. So you're not looking at what others are doing. You're really, you know, doing something that you really enjoy. So I don't know if it's something that's not the trend, but it's something that you really enjoy and you feel like it's going to appeal to others because it's something that it appeals to you. So if it appeals to you, it surely should appeal to other people. So you're not doing it for like the trend, you're doing it because you feel it's kind of classy, you feel it's quality over quantity. And because you're doing that, I feel like money's going to be coming in, you're going to find money within that. For others, I feel like it is someone that might guide you, that's kind of very caring and has your best interest at play, and they're going to come in to support you with this kind of creative endeavor when money's coming in. Let's have a look at prosperity lies ahead. What is that about? It's something that's going to give you stability, okay? Power number one. So if you're starting something new, or you're starting a new job, or you got a new project that you want to you know, start off, I don't know, like a YouTube channel or something to do with social media, or just something that you want to create. It's if you're not going to, you know, see the money coming in straight away, but it's something that is going to be prosperous, you know, as time goes on, and it's going to be like a real stable income coming in. For others, it is definitely a connection coming in. So romance, that's going to be very stable. Someone that's going to want commitment with you, someone that's going to, probably those of you that want to get married with this Four of Wands, they're going to want marriage, okay? They're going to be very caring, they're going to be very loving. It's someone that's going to be supporting your creative endeavors, and or it might be someone that you meet through, as I said, your creative endeavors, so you have something in common. But yeah, definitely for the month ahead in September, if, as I said, if this person doesn't actually come in, so it's not like you're going to be, you know, coming in dating and this person's going to have, you know, giving you commitment straight away in the month of September, but this is kind of coming in. So that's the energy. If you're gonna, you know, if you are resonating with this energy here, as I said, with the resting, rejuvenating, coming in, and then kind of being content, to then tipping into the connection, because you're content on your own, you're happy, you're, you know, doing things that satisfy you, to then bring this in. So this person might come in the month of September, but you might not necessarily recognize them. So they might come in as a friend, they might come in as someone that's supportive, they might come in as someone that's giving you advice, they might come in as someone that's kind of traditional in their maybe in their role, so they might be in some sort of leadership position, but they are definitely, I feel, going to have their eye on you. They're going to know, but you might not necessarily sort of know. Does that make sense? And then maybe, you know, they might just come in and maybe ask you out on a date in the following month, okay? So it might not manifest fully as in you're connecting, you're committed all in the month of September, but it could be some sort of introduction. This energy's coming in, the person's coming in, or you're going to this new job where this person's going to be, or your creative endeavor you're starting that has giving you emotional fulfillment, that you're starting, and then suddenly this person comes in. So yeah, pile number 1, that's what I see for you for the month of September. It's very positive. I don't feel like it's anything, there's definitely nothing to worry about in terms of you know, any specific action that you need to take. But the advice that you are being given is to definitely, in the month of September, especially at the start, just pour back into yourself. If there's anything that's, you know, that is giving you heartache, try and look at it as the glass half full rather than half empty. So try, if you're not able to, you know, get out the energy of being sad, just rest and do things that you really enjoy, because you can't focus on both energy. You can't be sad and do something you enjoy, if that makes sense. So go out, maybe have some fun in terms of, you know, going to the park for some walks. For some of you, it's literally resting more, not making yourself tired. If there's some sort of confusion within your, you know, your situation now or at the start of the month, then just pull back your energy. Don't think about it, just focus on you know, what makes you, what gives you grounding, and then the answers will come to you with the 2 of Swords. So I feel like it's the end of an indecision, any confusion at the start of the month, and then by the end of the month we've got this lovely connection, union coming in. And if it's not the union coming in, then it's definitely something to do with your finances and career, or your, you know, something that will give you prosperity in sort of financially. Again, remember, if the person's not in your face by the end of September, they would have come into your life energetically, or come into your life or around your life, and you would not have noticed. So it could be someone that's in a position higher than you, in a role around that you are unaware of, but they're aware of you. It could be someone that's coming in to offer you advice, but it's someone, or that might just be caring. So it might be like a friend that you lost connection with, that's coming in just to offer you some advice, or just been, you know, concerned, or just, you know, you bump into an old friend. It's like, oh, hi, how are you doing, you know, long time no see, what you've been up to, oh, you know, how have you been, you know, I'm sorry to hear about this, that and the other, you know, just showing you care, if that makes sense, with the caring connection. So it could come in many ways. So I hope that's made sense for you, pile number 1. If it didn't resonate, then just feel free to pick any other piles. So obviously, when I say any other piles, it was big pile number 2 or 3. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you join. I do future spouse, future partner readings, and I will be doing month ahead prediction readings going forward. So if you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up, or just leave me a comment so I know. And I wish you a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hi, my lovely pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So that's for those of you that selected the O. Let's have a look at what you can expect in the month of September 2023. So it's whatever messages come through. I'm not focusing on anything in particular, just what's the main theme. I just want to know what the main theme is for you for September 2023. So for pile number 2, what can they expect in the month of September 2023? Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Ooh. And let's have a look. Let's get one more. Okay, so we have the energy is gaining momentum. You are good enough. You and your loved ones are safe. Work through your fears. And then let's have a look. Angels of balance. And the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Anyway, pronounced that wrong, sorry. So let's have a look. So I feel for some of you, there's something that you've been asking for. There's something that you've been kind of praying for, I feel. And that is gaining momentum. Your prayers are being heard. I'm feeling. I feel like you're getting balance in this situation. So for some of you, you've been doubting yourself. So I'm not sure what it's in, because I'll need to get some tarot to get more information. But I feel like you're doubting yourself in something. So okay, I feel like because something hasn't moved and you've been waiting for something to change, something to move, something to progress, and you kind of given up and you're feeling like, oh God, I can't do this, or this is never going to work out. But I feel like the situation's getting balance and is gaining momentum. So they're saying, I feel like you need to continue thinking in a way that is optimistic, maybe having faith, and don't lose faith at the last minute when things are going to move. You and your loved ones are safe and work through your fears. I feel like you're very much doubting maybe your for example, you're doubting yourself, you're doubting maybe your manifestation abilities, or kind of you're doubting that things are actually going to change. But I feel like you need to focus more on where you want to go and the outcome that you want, and don't focus on what is actually in front of you. Okay, so continue focusing on the outcome, continue focusing on what it is that you do want to, the change that you want to come in. If it is, for example, I don't know, it's something to do with some wanting money to come in, or applying for a job, or waiting for some news, whatever it is. I feel like just continue with whatever that you're doing, and it's okay. So don't give up. Okay, with you and your loved ones are safe. I feel like you are safe with the angel of balance. So the angels are actually protecting you, they're hearing you, and they're working kind of behind the scenes. So even though you can't see any changes physically, these things are gonna move for you. Okay, so just continue having faith, continue holding that vision. So that's what you're being told for the month of September, to continue doing that. With the High Priestess, you're not going to see, okay, so it's going to be continue following your intuition, continue having, so for some of you, as I said, you are kind of praying, you are, if it's not praying in the traditional sense, it's kind of praying in, the hope and faith. So it could be different for each of you, so continue doing so. Deep down, I feel like you do know that things are going to get better. You do know that deep down, and I feel like with the angel of balance, you're going to be, some sort of balance is going to be coming into your life in the month of September. So even if it's just emotional balance, even if it's just you've been given a sense of knowing, and you are no longer doubting yourself. Okay, so it's all about I feel the non-physical side for you. So you might not physically see things moving or changing, but you're being told, and to just continue having that faith, to continue doing what you're doing. And if it's like you are doing an activity, or you're doing some sort of planning to move forward, like applying for something, or I don't know, trying to manifest a partner, and like scripting, for example, then just continue to do so, because things are going to come into balance for you, and like the energy is gaining momentum, so you are going to see the fruits of your labor. So let's see if we can get more information for you. Card number 2, what is this about? Oh wow, okay. Two of Pentacles. Yes, a lot of waiting. You're waiting. A lot of waiting for you. Okay. I feel like there's been some deceptive energy. There's been with this is linking to you and your loved one of Sept. There's been someone that's been underhanded, someone that's kind of been you know, cheeky in their behavior to get what they want, and that's kind of been a bit disruptive. So let's see. Five of Swords. Yeah. Okay, you've been strong within that situation, but you're very heartbroken. You are going through it, pile number 2. I do sense that in your cards. So I'm really sorry. They're telling you, just, I feel like in the month of September, just continue to be strong. With the Two of Pentacles, just continue balancing. So you're just continue with your faith, continue with whatever spiritual work you are doing. I feel like continue to do that. Be different for all of you. You know, you have been putting work into something and you're waiting to reap your rewards, and it is going to come in. It is going to come in. The energy is building up. So whatever you've been working on, continue to do that. You are going to see results. Okay, so it could be different for all of you. You could be working on, let's see what you have they've been working on. Why is the Seven of Pentacles there? Why is the Seven of Pentacles there? Too many. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, I feel there's a lot of, oh God, anxiety. You've been putting in the work somewhere, but I feel like what's holding you back is your worry. Your worry. Oh, I know. You're going back and forth. One day you're feeling like, okay, I can do this. I can put time and energy into this. I have faith. And then I feel like the next day you're feeling worried, and because you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, you're like, oh God, it's never going to come in. It's not. So do you understand that it's going back and forth like this? So you need to just continue having that faith, to continue with your forward, for the momentum to gain with what it is that you want. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups, so it's love for a lot of you. Okay, Page of Cups. For some of you, I think you're dealing with someone, or you've been dealing with someone or speaking to someone that hasn't really worked out, or they're not giving you the time and energy that you've put into it, and you've just, or you're not sure, you know, how they feel about you. For others, it could just be that, you know, you're waiting for that romance to come in. You're waiting for someone to offer you their cup of love, to ask you out on a date, but it's not coming in, and it's like, God, it's never going to happen. For others, I do feel like you've been dealing with someone, or you've been speaking to someone that's actually broken your heart. They've kind of been, you know, you've put in the effort, but they're not giving you anything back, and it's kind of, they've been underhanded in some way as well. So it could be that they put you in a third party situation, they're talking to someone else, they've lied. It could be that they already have someone that is a third party, but you've just been really strong about it, and you know, you pretend, you know, on the outside it's like feeling or looking like you're not phased, or just going through the world with, you know, a smile on, but actually, you know, you're really devastated and you are quite upset. And another thing, power number 2, never let anyone dim your light, tell you what to do in terms of if it doesn't feel right. I feel like you've been quite stressed out, and with you are good enough as well. I feel like never second guess yourself, you know, for a relationship or a person. So just be careful. You know, always follow your intuition. Just make sure you know, here with the High Priestess, it's about following your intuition, doing what's right with what sits right with yourself. Okay, so I want to find out a little bit more. I feel like you've been putting a brave face on as well, pile number 2. So let's find out a little bit more information for you, for what you can expect in the month of September. So I'm going to get some, what can you expect in the month of September? By the end of September, what will pile number 2 be experiencing, or what's coming up for pile number 2 by the end, middle to end of September, middle end of September? Pile number 2. Oh, lovely. Ah, pile number 2, middle to end of September. What can they expect? What can pile number 2 expect? Okay, so, well, I don't know, this ended like this, so I'm just going to take this. So I feel like you've had issues, there's been disagreements, or you know, you're going to experience some sort of disagreement, maybe you know, with that deceiving energy that we picked up on before, but you're going to be taking yourself out of that energy, and you're going to be going into the kind of a healing, okay, sort of healing, withdrawing your energy, bringing it back to yourself. So I feel by the end of September, things are going to really look up for you. For those of you that are, I'm just going to, before I say anything, let me get clarification for the Two of Cups. Please clarify the Two of Cups. And please clarify the Sun. Sun. Okay, Two of Pentacles is coming up again. So at the bottom of the deck, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So there could be like a karmic cycle ending, or you could be in a karmic cycle. But I feel like there's, with the Two of Pentacles, there's the need for you to balance your energy, and there could possibly be a option coming in for you in terms of love. So there could be someone coming in to offer you, you know, to show their interest, their romantic interest. So, but I feel like with this Eight of Swords, you are still in, or you're going to be quiet, I would say maybe not so open to it. Maybe you are going to be, or you're not going to know how this is even going to come in. So at the moment, or right in September, you're going to be like, you know, I don't see new love, or I don't see something new coming into my life. But there is something coming in. Okay, there is happiness with the Sun. So by the end of September, you are going to be feeling happy, you're going to be feeling optimistic, things are going to become clearer. What I also get with the Two of Pentacles is that you're going to be balancing your energies better. You're going to be with the Angel of Balance. There's a lot of balance that's going to be coming into your life, your energy. So work-life balance is going to be coming into play. But also if you are debating between two people, then I feel like you're going to get maybe you're going to be pondering, contemplating, thinking about who to go through, to go for. So there are quite a few messages coming up. Okay, so with the Five of Swords, okay, there is someone that's a bit deceitful, around you, I feel. So just be careful, pile number 2. Just be careful who you're giving your energy to. So I do feel a bit of confusion, but ultimately you just need to focus on yourself, your happiness, what brings you joy. So you're just being advised to go inwards, is what you're really being advised in the month of September, to go inwards, to really, first of all, do the things that you really enjoy. Don't do anything for the sake of doing it or because someone's asked you to do it if you don't feel like it's the right thing and you don't feel like it's sitting right with you. So definitely lean into your intuition. So when I say your intuition, what feels right, you know, what actually feels right. So listen to your body, listen to yourself. Definitely get a lot of rest. And I do feel like for some of you, you are calling in your soulmate. You're going to be calling them in, okay? But just, you need to get rid of that energy that's around you as well. If there is someone that's really has broken your heart, or been a bit deceitful, been a bit manipulative, or really just not giving you, like breadcrumbing you, so to speak. So it's not going to resonate for everyone. So if just take the parts that do, and if it doesn't apply to you, then just leave it for someone else. But yeah, the energy is moving forward in terms of, by the end of September, you are going to feel a lot more optimistic. Okay, a lot of, I can see happiness coming in, but you needed to focus on that happiness. Okay, we're just going to get some final words of advice for you, pile number 2. Your reading was very different to pile number 1, so I'm having to take out a lot more oracle and tarot cards to get some clarification, just to break it down, unpack it and see what's kind of going on with you. There are some energies which won't apply for every single person, okay? So please just bear that in mind. And if the energy doesn't seem right, or you don't feel like it's you, then please just leave that message, okay? So word of advice for pile number 2 for September. Any advice for pile number 2? What should pile number 2 be doing in the month of September? Okay, a woman holding a coin. Pile number 2. Door to personal healing and happiness. Yeah, definitely. For some of you, as I said, it was to do with work, and it was something I was picking up on. Maybe you were applying for something, or you had a side hustle, you had some project that you were trying to take off the ground, and trying to obviously make it a bit profitable. So I feel like you're being asked just to focus on your project, just to focus on you, focus on your career, focus on your study, just focus on yourself. You will be finding that there will be some rewards coming in. So door to personal healing and happiness, as I mentioned earlier, it's a lot around your kind of taking time out. It's about in the month of September really focusing on yourself, going inwards in terms of making sure that you are what's the word, you are nurturing your soul, okay, before other people, if that makes sense. So just really know that you are protected as well with the angel of balance, and balance will be coming in by the end of September. You will be getting answers and clarity, but that will be nearer to the end of September. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pile number 2. If it didn't resonate, then please feel free to select any other pile. If you enjoyed the reading, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and I wish you a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are. Take care, my lovely pile number 2. Hi there, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So that's for those of you that selected the green E. Let's have a look at what you can expect in the month of September 2023. So Just remember, this is also a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So if there's anything that doesn't seem like it's you, then it just means it's not your message, okay? So just make sure that you only take what resonates with you, okay? So I don't know what's going to come through, so let's just have a look. What can you expect in the month of September? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. What can you expect in the month of September? So a new start is coming, and nothing will come of this situation. A time to give rather than take. And your dreams need a practical plan. Just bring this down a bit. Okay. Pile number 3. What can I expect in the month of... Okay. So pile number 3, I've had to take out additional oracle cards for you as well, just so I can get a bit, so the message, I can get a clearer message. So I feel like you've been feeling tied up, pile number 3, okay? So you've had a bit of anxiety around something that hasn't come off the ground. So it could be anything, it could be financial, it could be emotional, so it will be different for all of you, but you're feeling quite tied up in that situation. Or it could also be that you're feeling just tied up in general, where nothing is moving forward for you. But I do feel like in September there is a new start that is coming for you. Previously nothing was coming out of any situation, so you were giving to the situation, or you're putting time and effort in, like your side hustle or your career, or you know, if you were trying to get promotion, for example, but nothing was coming from it. But I feel like in September you're going to see some movement, but you are being asked to put a bit of a practical plan in place. So where you've been feeling all tied up and it's caused you a bit of anxiety, you might have stopped, or you might be stopping, or you might be thinking about stopping in the month of September and just kind of giving up on your project, or on whatever it is that you are kind of mainly dealing with, okay? So I feel like you do need to continue putting plans in place. So for example, if it's a career and you're looking for promotion, there might be practical steps that you need to take in order to get that promotion, or do a presentation. You know, if you're applying for another position and you've applied internally, you might need to put a presentation together to say why you're going to be good at this job and why they should select you, you know. Or it might just be that if you're actually applying for a new job, you might have to take the time to put in your application form and maybe do some, you know, answer some questions, or do a specific cover letter. So I feel like whatever it is, it's going to bring you. So a cornucopia is abundance, prosperity, you know, so your harvest coming in. So whatever it is, I feel it's like it's money coming in. It's to do with your finances. So where you've been feeling like anything you've been doing, so even if you've been applying for jobs and people not getting back to you, or you're not getting the job in an interview that you might have gone to recently, I feel like by the end of September there will be a change and a shift, and you will reap the benefits of the efforts that you've put in. So with cornucopia, it's abundance, it's money, it's prosperity, Okay, so you are getting a new start. A new start will be coming for you by, well, in September 2023, where before you were like all tied up, you know, there was anxiety in terms of previous efforts you were putting in. So, ooh, so what else can we see for pile number 3? Okay, so I feel like you've been holding on. You've had to maybe, for some of you, budget. So we got a Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so I'll just take that. So I feel like you might have had to watch your finances, maybe watch, you know, how you spend your money. But by the end of September, you're going to be really happy. Something's going to come in. You're going to get a new opportunity come into you, but you're going to be starting something very tangible, but also that's going to bring in a stable income. Okay, I do see some fun coming in for you by the end of September. So you might be celebrating, you might get news about a job or promotion, or just some financial and creative endeavor, making more money, or you know, you might be deciding to do a course that will at the end of it you will be guaranteed a job, something along those lines. Okay, so let's get some clarification for the 10. Why is the 10 of Cups there? Okay, let's clarify 10 of Cups. 3 of Cups and Page of Pentacles. White Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Definitely communication coming in for you, news coming in, communication. I feel like for some of you, so you might have had to compete with other people, having to fight off the competition, job interview, promotion or something like that. But whatever it is, you'll be celebrating. So you'll be getting your passion back. By the end of September, you'll be feeling more optimistic, more creative. You're going to be feeling very content, and you're going to have the energy required in order to put these dreams, in order to make your dreams come true, putting this practical plan in place to successfully secure the position maybe that you're applying for, or you know what you are whatever project or whatever it is that you are wanting is the word. Okay, so definitely a new start for you, pile number 3. Let's see what other information can we get. So pile number 3, what can they expect in the month of September? So this came out in reverse. What can they expect in the month of September? Pile number 3. So many cards. Oh dear, what's going on here? The cards, tarot is flipping. Okay, so definitely you're going to be recognized. You're going to get some sort of recognition. Pile number 3 in the month of September. I feel like where you were previously were left out in the cold somehow. So where something didn't work out, where you weren't getting any like where you weren't, people weren't getting back to you, for example, or you were applying for jobs that weren't satisfying and you weren't staying in there for long. You weren't staying there for long, for example. So you were feeling very confused. You might have been feeling, obviously, with anxiety there, not knowing what to do. So all of that is coming to an end, and that's all kind of past and behind you. With the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're more in your energy of the Queen of Swords there. So you are being practical, but you're also having boundaries in place as well. So if you know you're not going for things just for the sake of going for things as well, you know, just for example for for the money or for the status, you know, you're being more direct as well. So I feel like that's going to pay off for you. You are going to get recognition. People are going to recognize you for your skills as well, for what you can bring to the table. They're going to recognize you for just for you, okay? And whatever it is that's coming in for you is going to create real stability for you. So I do think it's, you know, it could, well, it's the abundance and prosperity coming in is going to provide stability for you, okay? So it could be that, as I said, it's a promotion, or it could be that you had a temporary position and that's going to be made permanent. But you are definitely getting the sense here that you've had to fight off the competition, and communication has come in quickly for you, okay? Let's have a look. So it's a real quick and direct reading for you, pile number 3. Let's pack these up and let's get any more information for you. For pile number 3, what can they expect in the month of September? Any more information for pile number 3? I feel like I want to keep a new start is coming. So for pile number 3, what else is coming in for them? Or what else do they need to know? Pile number 3, what else do they need to know for what's coming in for predictions for September 2023? Okay, so they're asking you, so what you're being asked to do is basically hold your vision. So don't doubt yourself if you are going for a promotion, if you are applying for a job, if you are doing something where you're waiting to hear back, then just hold your vision. So for example, if you've heard of Neville Goddard, for example, then it's worth maybe checking it out. Neville Goddard, and it just talks about, you know, how you would manifest something into your life, so living in the end. So it's quite, it's something that can't be fully explained on a pick a card reading, but maybe just go and have a look and just see you know, some information around the Neville Goddard, okay? So living in the end. So it's just holding your vision, seeing yourself, for example, as having got the job just before you go to sleep and fall asleep that way, okay? Again, there are loads of YouTube videos about it, so just have a look if you're interested, that is. But otherwise, it's just about holding your vision. So make sure that you are not contradicting the energies, and so you are, even if you're feeling doubtful, then distract yourself, do something else. Definitely go and do something else, distract yourself, don't think about it. And if you're feeling like really happy, maybe think about you having got the job or you haven't been promoted, you know. So they're asking you to meditate and contemplate, okay? So maybe just taking time out, just resting your mind, okay? So because you definitely have this new start coming in for you, okay? What else? So the world is your oyster, that's what I'm getting, okay? You can get anything that you put your mind to, especially with earlier on we had your dreams need a practical plan. So as long as you put a plan in place, so you're being asked to put a plan in place, you know, you can have everything, you can achieve whatever you want, but you need to have a plan in place, okay? Things won't just fall into your lap, things just won't come to you. Even if, you know, you watch tarot and they say what's coming in, that could be that is around your current energy, but things always change, and a lot of the time you have to put action as well. So, you know, you have to act on inspired action, or you have to act on what you feel motivated to do, Okay, so you will probably need to put some sort of plan into place and act on it. Okay, so you do have some sort of dream, there is something coming in, and I did feel obviously with cornucopia there are what's the word, there is abundance coming in for you, definitely. So you've been I feel like your advice is to strategize. If you remember, you did have plan, your dreams need a practical plan. So you've been your advice is to, you know, do bite size, or if you can't think about it right, so about the whatever it is that you're working on at the moment, or it's stressing you out, then just leave it, walk away and go do something else, go do something creative, go out, you know, do something completely different, go back and do something that speaks to your inner child. By doing that, you are not walking away from it, you are just stabilizing yourself and your energy. So maybe first chakra with Archangel Michael, you know, I feel, let me just read that card, your oracle card, so number 35. So upright, first chakra, Archangel Michael, stability and security is coming in for you. It's a card of stability and security. So Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to resolve at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path, so allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. So it basically summarizes everything in terms of your reading, pile number pile number 3. Okay, so definitely stability coming in for you. Okay, so that's all I see for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, then please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, then please feel free to do so. I will be doing monthly predictions every month, you know, you could just come back and watch the video if you for that month if you are interested. Otherwise, I do future spouse and future partner picker cards a lot on this channel as well, if that's of interest to you. Otherwise, I wish you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, my lovely pile number 3, and I hope to see you soon.